Fight!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Siang Cup, hosted by the Siang and with a partnership of Shinji Saito. Here we have our team SDS versus Team Tom of Evil. This is the quarterfinals and it is game 1 for the quarterfinals. Here I'm caster Kaito with my co-caster Sarah. Sarah, please take over the mic now.
Yep. Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the quarterfinal stage of the Siang Cup. And honestly, we have such amazing teams playing for us, especially after the wildcard stage. I feel like these new additions will be taking this tournament to new heights because of the level of competition that they will be able to provide. As the ES here, we have known and seen them in various tournaments. I think Kaito will be agreeing with that. Tome of Evil, they are relatively new, but I feel that they should be able to compete at a nearly equal level, unless of course SDES completely dominates the game.
The clouds are ever shifting, but this hard.
Now we're shifting into the draft phase. We can see the drafts coming from both the teams, with the team SDS with the teams Venning, Hilda, and Kelia, and the team Tome of Evil with the Yisun Sin and Sora. Now, you can see that the first pick from the team coming from the team SDS, there is who is Peter with the Grok. They're prioritizing the front line first. So, what do you think about what the Tome of Evil is going to pick, Sarah?
Before we could speak, actually, they have been locking in onto the Lapu Lapu and the Jushin. Those are very strong competitors onto the EXP as well as the mid lane. That Jushin is going to give a lot of mid control to the side of Tome of Evil. While onto the side of SDEs, they will be locking in onto the Eve for the mid lane and Hayabusa for their jungle. This still leaves the Esmeralda to be picked up by either side on either EXP or Gold, since she can still be flexed into both the roles. But we will have to see what Tome of Evil decides to prioritize here, and they will be going in for the Claude, who has recently risen up in terms of pick rate on towards that gold lane.
Yeah, we can see a lot of Claude pick coming from the M7 series coming this meta. Like, it hasn't been picked in the last previous meta, but this meta, Claude is skyrocketing his picks.
We'll have to see, actually. The Borg ban here, I think it is justified against the Lapu Lapu, but then again, I feel like the Esmeralda would have been a much better ban, since they have the Lapu and the Jushin, two heroes with an immense amount of shield, and Esmeralda can easily kite around the team fights and try to mark down the Claude or the Jushin towards the backline, which will disable them from dealing any damage during the team fights. On the hands of SDEs, though, they have taken out on the Fredrin. Very solid ban, considering the fact they have a DPS marksman for the gold lane as well as the Jushin for the mid. So Fredrin would have been a very strong pick against the Hayabusa, but now that is gone, we will be seeing an Akai locked in next, and most possibly a healer for their 5th pick.
Yeah. Now, I think we have to see about which goal they pick from the team SDS. Oh, I think Carry is a good pick, considering the tanky lineup from the team Tome of Evil.
Yep, it is a good pick indeed, and it can even melt down the Claude despite him using the Blazing Duet during the team fights, I think.
Yeah. Okay, we can see the Esmeralda now.
Tells all.
Like, it's such an obvious pick in this draft. I do wonder why they didn't ban it out. However, I mean, maybe they have a game plan. Maybe they want the Claude to be the main damage dealer and just melt down the Esmeralda even during a team fight. So we'll have to see. There is only one knock-up, which is going to be the Grok, though, with the tech charge for the Claude's ultimate, but we'll have to see if he can execute it properly and on time. And if the Claude goes in for a purify, then that's out of the question altogether.
Yeah. Though we have seen in the latest tournaments, like a Claude against Carry is always like common now. What don't you think so?
Yeah, it is actually very common, because Claude versus Carry and at best a Moskov, those three are the picks which are being prioritized onto the goal lane right now, especially because of this sustain based drafts. And I think the Tome of Evil locked in on the Franco, just to stop that Hayabusa when he uses up the Ogi Shadow kill or finishes using his ultimate, and just, take down that one kill at least, because in the team fights though, I feel the Franco would not be that useful.
Yeah, there is an unexpected pick coming from Team Tomo Vivo. Okay, now guys, we're heading back to the game. This is the first game of the quarterfinals with the team Zero Esports on the blue and the team Tomo Vivo on the red. Now let's head into the game and see the rotations.
Welcome to the land of dawn, and both the teams will be starting it off with their respective blue buffs. They should be going in for a very standard rotation, try to get their goal laners, get that early farm, and they need to get the early lead, because whichever team secures the early lead will be the one getting the advantage in the team fight. So Carry already here having a little advantage over that lane freeze just because of Grok going in. He tries to go in for the knock-up onto She, but it won't be used up just now, and Haya struggling slightly against that kind of a front line against Akai, but will secure the Lethal Wanderer.
Yeah, there's a good startup from the team coming from the mid. And I think they're trying to invade. They're looking for an invade, but the first blood coming from the team SDS. They've secured the kills on the Franco. And now the Haya is coming back to this jungle, trying to farm, trying to headline into this pick, into this game.
Absolutely, and that is actually kind of a good advantage for the side of Shadow Esports now. And guess what? It's just been, 12 to 13 days into 2026, and Shadow Esports, they have already won 2 major tournaments, and I think that is a very good start for this year for them, and it is kind of showing in their gameplay, because look at that, they've stolen away Akai's red, which means that he will not be hitting his level 4 mark before the first turtle, and even the gold plating will be taken down by Yves, getting her those items early on. Falling Star Moon onto the back line. Akai trying to run away while Franco will fall prey to that early aggression.
Yeah, there is a good zone coming from the Esmeralda, so they'll have the turtle for free this time now. And we're heading into the goal. We're trying to zone out as soon as possible, and the turtle has been secured, and now they're trying to invade Esmeralda with the engagement. Coming to kill the Akai, and he's going to able to take a kill, and he gets kill.
It is actually a very good initiation coming in from default right there, because he knows that there is nobody to take him down in the early game except for the Franco ultimate under the tower, which isn't going to happen anytime soon. So I feel that he has that confidence right now, as well as a lot of space for him to go in and invade in a 1v3 and come back alive after securing a kill.
Yeah. So the Haya is on a huge gap against that Akai with the level 5 hitting on, coming on level 6. And we can see the EXP, they're also with a huge gap on the levels. Like maybe in the level 1, but still, that's a huge gap for EXP.
It is a good advantage for SDES right here, and Wink here getting a little pressure, dodges the Iron Hook, and is still surviving against the Claude's Blazing Duet, flickers out a little too late. However, he might just be using it defensively though. Oh, there comes the knock-up from the Grok, and Unseen will be escaping with just 1 HP left.
1 HP, oh, that is so unexpected. I thought he almost secured a kill. And now they're trying to just push the lanes, take the objectives.
I think it's just that little bit of the tank emblem giving him that sustain to escape, because tenacity at the last HP, he can survive. But then again, OB Shadow kill as well as the heavy spin will be used up default, using up the sprint to chase down Sar onto that Akai, just stops on the way, because of course, who wants to dive in onto an Akai under the tier 2? But there we go, there comes the Iron Hook as well as the ultimate, but it's a Grok and there is no burst damage on the side of Tome of Evil, and instead it will be Franco who falls down despite a very good initiation.
Yes, there is a good take out coming from Team SDS, and now they are able to secure the turtle very easily. With that Akai on the blue, I think there's no time for them to contest the turtle. And now there's a free turtle coming from Team SDS, and now they're trying to secure a Lapu. And is they able to gonna kill it? But no, the Lapu survive. Or is it? Or maybe not. Now they're trying to hard.
Yep, he's trying to get the spell vamp from the minions, but the Grok is here taking down all that turret damage, and Esmeralda once again will be securing a double kill very easily. I told you how good this Esmeralda pick is into this draft. There's Lapu Lapu with the shield, Jushin with the shield, Akai with the shield, and even Claude with the shield when he uses up the ultimate. So just giving away that pick is such a bad decision for the side of Tome of Evil. However, we'll have to see if they can do something towards late game. But 8-0, Hayabusa again trying to get the OV Shadow kill on the Jushin. Will be using up the Crimson Beacon to escape. Lapu doesn't find the kill. Moon flickers out right on time. And even Peter will be trying to run away as fast as he can. But there comes the tech charge and default with the mega kill. SDES on a roll here.
Yeah, the SPA is just blasting his damage right now. Getting the sustains, taking the security kill, securing the kill, helping the jungler in what ways, any ways possible. Like, they need to secure as much as objective as possible, you know.
Yep, we know indeed. And right now, SDES has complete map control that they would have wanted. They have one turret on the goal lane. They are looking for one onto the mid and should be able to find it soon, provided the carry just rotates to the mid lane once. He has a lot of advantage. And if we take a look at the items as well, I think the carry has already secured 2 items, which is going to be the Corrosion Skit as well as the Golden Staff. Yep, that's exactly it. While Claude is still just completed his DHS, so he's going to take a much longer time to scale up.
Yeah, and the carry with the Trinity build is gonna be a big, huge problem for the team, the tanky side of the team, Tome of Evil. Now the turtle has just spawned in. I think that the team Tome of Evil are not going to contest this time again. Yeah, look at that.
Yep. And it doesn't look like Tome of Evil is going to find an opportunity to contest the turtle, because it is still just the 7-minute mark, and I don't think that SDES will wait till 8 minutes. But there we go, there comes the Blazing Duet. A lot of skills being used up into that team fight, but Grok trying to get the tech charge will get the Iron Hook as well as the suppression right under the turret. Still makes it out alive, and he will be surviving everything while Carry secures a triple. Is looking for the Maniac, and Wink will be taking it out with him. Dies in the process, but that's a huge wipeout being secured by the side of SDS already. And yep, they are indeed waiting for that 8-minute mark to take down the first lord of the game.
Yeah, with a score mark 15-1, I think this looks pretty much one-sided to the team SDAs. Tome of Evil, they need to come back as much as possible, or else they're gonna struggle a lot. Like, I don't see a mid-game in this sense.
That's the whole issue. They just aren't able to execute. But right now, Hayabusa is in danger. Lemon will fall prey. Finally doesn't find the shadows at the right place. That's a huge shutdown being secured by Tome of Evil. A little bit of that Claude and Jushin power spike is showing in the terms of damage right now. But we'll have to see how long they can carry it on. Or more like how long STES gives them a chance to. But there we go. RWM along with the Esmeralda using up the ultimate, and Franco falls down. Akai being stopped in his tracks, and Default will once again be chasing down, and Akai, the panda, against that lady, will be trying to run away as fast as he can.
Now, I think they're just zoning out for a lord this time, and it's gonna be a free lord again for the team SDS. Like, they've taken the objectives as soon as possible. Like, they're trying to end the game as fast, as quick. Like, they're not even giving a chance for the team Tome of Evil to come back.
Yep, no comebacks here. The early lord being secured as well. No more mistakes from the side of SDS. They don't want to go in for any over-aggression. They have got an amazing goal lead of nearly 9,000. So they would look to, in fact, maintain or increase it. Franco here has to look for the shutdowns though. But the amount of damage from the shurikens coming in on from the side of SDS is just a little too much for Tome of Evil to handle right now.
Turret has been destroyed.
And now I think they're trying to look for the fight. Franco with the hook, trying to get it.
Grok with an amazing setup. Again, the RWM stops them. The carry free hitting every single person. Tries to go in, little too ambitious. He doesn't find the kill, and she will be
But
one
still,
taking him down.
Yeah, but still, I think this is the end for the team Tomo Vibil, or it might not be, because look at that. Even though the Jujin lives, it's gonna be struggling for the team Tomo Vibil to come back and defend this time.
Exactly so. Ogi Shadow Kill as well being used up. They're trying to target down the turret only. Franco needs to stop them, but it's not gonna happen because the base is going to fall and Shadow Esports will secure the first point in this best of 3.
Congratulations to Shadow Sports. They've secured the first victory for this game. And now we're going on a short break for now, and we'll head into the game 2 as soon as possible. Welcome back to the stream, guys. This is game number 2 of the quarterfinals of the East Siang Cup, hosted by the East Siang Championship. Now we can see the draft has already started. If draft coming from Tomo Vivil, as they have seen, like the previous game, the Yves having a bit of trouble. And now I think the Tomo Vivil, they need to ban Esmeralda this time, because that's a huge gap giving to them with Esmeralda. What do you think, Sarah? What do you think they're gonna ban this time?
I think we will be seeing possibly an assassin ban as well, just for Lemon, because last game he was really very good using those shadows into the back line, and Jushin and Claude were almost always pressured to just stay in the back line and not deal that much damage. So honestly, that was a little bit unfortunate for them. So this time around, maybe they take the safe route and just ban out on the assassins. But the Esmeralda could be a very, very valid ban. But yay, there we go. Talked about assassins. There's an assassin.
Yeah, we can see that the Lemon is like carrying the back lines, but we still see that the front line, the Esmeralda, like default was just dominating the game the whole match, like rotating from the EXP to the mid to the goal to the jungle. Like he's just carrying the whole game. The whole map was on his hands. So I think they really need to ban Esmeralda, or else with the mobility of Esmeralda, and they really need to ban Esmeralda this time.
Big possibility, yes. And if not banned, they should at least pick it up for themselves, because Esmeralda is such a hero, it just works in every kind of draft. You just need a crowd control mage with yourself. But this time, they will be picking up the Grok for themselves. That is a good choice. But again, same thing. You are giving away, say, the Garut Kacha and the Jushin combo, the Esmeralda and the Jushin combo, or Hylos Jushin. All those things are so open. And Miss Peter, he is so good onto that Jushin all the time into the mid lane.
Yeah, but we see a Sora pick this time and a Hilda.
Ultimate answer.
Like the previous bans, they're just picking it now. Like Sora, yeah, that is a very good pick, Sora. Like we can see, like today's with the TLPS and the SRG, we can see a Savage. We see a Savage now today.
Yeah, innocent. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I think Default's trying to make it again this time with the team SDS, the Tome of Evil. Yeah, and hopefully I hope so. Because they are so good in this game.
And honestly, you know what? Carrie and Lapu, they are also pretty good picks here because Carrie can melt down the tanks pretty well. But here we go. There's an immediate counter with the Yisun Shin being locked in by Lemon. A very good DPS from the mid game onwards once he gets his first item spike. That is going to be the Hunter Strike, I believe, or the War Axe, whichever he prioritizes. But the amount of mobility he has against a Grog and against a Lapu Lapu is just what makes him so good into that jungle right now. To counter that, Team Tome of Evil definitely need a very tanky frontliner, maybe the Fredrin, or they can go in for something like the Hayabusa, or which is banned out, or the Lancelot. That's the last option left open here, but we'll see if that's what they want with the Esmeralda ban coming up.
Yeah, I think they really need to pick a very big, huge David Slayer. Like the Esme, they win the Esme finally. But still, I think the Esme is not going to be used anymore. Except, even if the gold lane takes Esme, but there's going to be a hard time. And we can see it, Peter with the Zetian pick. Okay, there's going to be a big trouble for the team Tome of Evil. But who knows? They can counter it every trick right now. Like the mid is still open.
That is what, and honestly, this time around, the draft for Tome of Evil looks a lot better. And we talked about a tanky frontline jungle. Look at that. I think we will be seeing a Fredrin jungle right away.
See value in me?
Interestingly, that's going to be a Cyclops into the mid lane. It's not bad, but it's not good either. Like, it's a very annoying mid laner for assassins like Yisun Shin or Hilda, because that ultimate practically has like a 2-second cooldown into the late game. But will the game go that late is the main question.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a late game. Considering it with the picks, Lapu, the Fredin. I think the Tome of Evil with the picks they're having a solid pick this time.
That's what. And this time around, the draft does look better for the side of Tome of Evil, but they have given away the Sora, the Zetian, the CC Hilda, and Yisun Shin to the side of SDES as well. And as one of the only teams in India to have won 2 tournaments already in 2026, we will be jumping into the Land of Dawn along with SDES and Tome of Evil. Both the teams will go in for their standard rotations. Sar will be starting off onto his red, possibly. No, he is gonna move towards his blue. While Yisun Shin, of course, will go in for the triangular jungle format, taking the blue, then the small creep, and then finally moving in towards his red.
Okay, we're heading off to the game now with they're prioritizing the blue. Still a basic jungling standard rotation now. Like they're trying to pressure the gold lane. They're trying to pressure as they head to in the mid. I think wait a minute. Like the Hilda is just invading, trying to give zone, trying to keep the vision as much as possible.
I think they want to steal away that little creep, but the damage from Cyclops is kind of nice here. And Fredrin finally comes back after taking the lead to Wanderer, so that's going to give him a little bit of advantage in terms of farm. But now Cyclops getting marked. Oh, first blood already by Mood. That flicker wasn't enough to save She's life right there.
Yeah, he just disappeared. They were so fast. I didn't expect that. The CC is just zoning out him. Zoning out the Lapu. Like, the Lapu and the CC, it's a pretty good pick, but still, the CC dominates every Lapu during this meta,
Exactly so. And currently, goal difference is already like swerving towards the side of SDES, but we'll have to see if Tome of Evil can change that a little bit. They do have the carry, and if you look at it, it's a Sora onto the goal lane, so that's going to be like Innocent Part 2, is it? We might be seeing something like that, but then again, we'll have to see how it works out, because Lemon here already has his level 4, will be using up the Mountain Shocker. Doesn't really commit to the kill onto Cloverian, but onto the bot side, CC getting marked down quite a lot by 3 people, will not survive as Riza finds a kill onto him.
And now the Reasons is just trying to take out the mid in order to contest for the turtle. The positions, they're all set. They're trying to fight for the turtle. Sora coming in with the ult. Jason Sin with the bow.
They are trying to look for something. Wing gets the double with the Thunder ultimate, and he is trying to find the Grok as well as Riza here. Finally, Default gets his revenge. Gets caught in the wall though, but I think he has the curtain call, and he will be alive safely enough as Lewis Peter zones away the Cyclops from trying to commit to that kill. Sarado looking for a comeback onto the Hilda, but it's a Hilda after all, and they do not have that kind of burst in the early game yet.
Yeah, but we can still see that the team SDS is trying to come back. But still, with the scoreboard saying, we see that the team SDS is far ahead of the goal lead. But according to the rotations, I think Team Tome of Evil has more advantage. But the Sin is just invading, trying to secure his bulbs, trying to get ahead of the levels for the jungle. And now heading into the game, Lapu trying to secure the kill on the Lemon. Is the Lemon gonna fall? He falls. The Lapu securing the kill. Is he gonna survive? And he did.
But Peter won't survive after all, and this time around, Moon, he kind of just goes back into that fight. He could have made it out alive by just moving onto the turret, but he decided not to, and this time around I feel like Team Tome of Evil is on a far better trajectory, because look at the carry, has already taken down a lot of that gold, and this time around it gets the crowd control perfectly on point, and Sora will be falling too early for that team fight, and the burst is coming in finally, and Siang is gonna fall along with Decent Shin, but Cloverian, the carry, the new gold lane meta along with Claude is just so good in these kind of situations.
Yeah, there's a good threat for both the teams, but we still the jungler for the team Tome of Evil is there, so it's gonna be a hard time struggling for the turtle contest. Like the essence is far up in the blue, or are they able to gonna secure the turtle? Oh, with the appraisal rod, he secured the turtle, and he's trying to Lapu with it.
Oh, Peter is going to dodge that ultimate, and this time around Wink will be the one getting taken down. She onto that unorthodox pick in the mid lane, but definitely gets the 3-3-6, which is an amazing KDA for a Cyclops in the early game itself. It's just going to powering up for the late game, as right now his ultimates already have a very low cooldown, and we'll see how it works for the side of Tome of Evil as the game progresses, because Lemon right now doesn't have his power spike, Default neither. And if these two heroes get the power spike, we will have to see if Tome of Evil can actually keep up, because that Hilda and CC, they will be jumping onto the carry every so often onto the top side. Yep, can see. Cloverian dodges it, flickers out, but Wink is there trying to look for something, and Wink will be the one falling prey right under the tier 2, and that was way too much over aggression for a Sora against a Fire Emblem carry.
Yeah, they're gonna be able to secure a turret now. Zoning out them, trying to secure the turret. The Hilda going in.
It's very interesting. Yep, Ethan Shin isn't able to farm up as much as he wanted to. We talked about tank jungles working against Ethan Shin. That's exactly what is working right now. Grok, tech charge onto 2 people, but there's no backup from his team. That was a miscommunication, and an important resource being used up before the last turtle of the game. And honestly enough, even the Tome of Evil has the Sora goes in for the setup, will get Cyclops right under that turret, but the damage from the carry is way too much right now. The vengeance is enough to help Default survive, but will he for long enough is the question. Fredrin goes in, tries to find the kills, even the retribution will be used up, but Default makes it out alive this time around.
Yeah, with the Sora down, this is gonna be a hard contest for the team Tomo Vivil. But oh, they're trying to take the turtle even without the XP. Look at that. The Tsar needs to contest, or else it's gonna be a free turtle for the team SDS. Or is he gonna be able to take it? No. Lemon took the turtle. That's good securing for the turtle, and then Sora outwing his out cover and trying to get in, trying to secure the kill on the who is Peter. But no, Peter escapes. And now they're just trying to secure the turret now for now.
Yep, the Cyclops pick is definitely working this time around for the side of Tomo Weevil. And guess what? That Fredrin could have easily contested the turtle because they have two amazing DPS right now. Both Cyclops and Carry are well fed. But I don't know why he didn't contest, and it was only the Grok with the tech charge. But mistake. Lemon gets the shutdown onto the Fredrin, which is actually huge. A jungler for a jungler, and that too a shutdown for the YSS. That's going to give him a major spike for the gold, and we will be seeing some issues here and there because guess what? We don't really know what's gonna happen, and that's the honest issue because right now if SDS keeps getting these shut down, especially on the carry and the Cyclops, I think it might be game over. Look at that, Lapu Lapu trying to go in for the bravest fighter and survives. Okay, there's not enough burst just yet for the side of SDS as well.
Yeah, I'm just speechless about this game. Like the Tomo will be the unexpected pick just dominating the game. Like
Yep, it's not the best of situations for you know what, the side of SDS, but they are making it work. And the tech charge again on 3 people, but the carry will be melting them down so easily. Flickers in, bad mistake.
What is that? Why did he go in?
Why would he do that? Oh my goodness.
That's a huge downfall for the team Tomo Vivil. Like they're gonna just spike up the gold. Like the bounties is down for now.
That's what, there's no bounty on him anymore, and it's actually going to give YSS a little more time to get the final few items as he's taking down the turret onto the top side. Team Tomo Weevil is trying to start up onto the Lord, but it's a Fredrin with no marksman onto his side, and Cyclops being the only one to be the damage dealer. Lapu Lapu already pretty low. Fredrin at half HP. Sora tries to look for the setup. Carry is back though. She gets the kill onto Wink, and now they're trying to look for a little bit something more. Lapu gets the stun onto 2. Will find the kill onto Default as Fredrin secures the Lord, who is Peter getting marked down. He is being sandwiched in the front to back, and he will be unable to survive against 4 people. YSS though, meanwhile, the only trade-off he got is 2 turrets onto the top side, which is decent, but not the best turnover because his team members, everybody died in the process.
Yeah, that is a good fight coming from Team Tomo Weevil. Like they've secured a kill and now they're trying to end the game again. Like the team, like the previous, they did. The Appraisal Red coming to the YSS. He's trying to escape. Is he able to escape or no? I don't think he's able to escape. Lemon is gonna be down.
What? No way. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He almost made it out alive though.
Yeah. A close call.
Very close, and right now the Lord will be charging down the top side, but somehow Tomo Weevil has not synced the waves at all, so I don't think they will be finding any inhibitor turrets just yet. Maybe just the tier 2s onto the mid and top, but even the top lane minions are so far away. The mid lane turret is the only thing they have been able to find right now, but we'll see if they can convert the top lane into something more, because soon there comes Siang's ultimate, and Default will be finding the kill on She. A turnover of events as SDS finds a little bit more trajectory. Default managed to survive, doesn't. Lovarian with the passive hitting right on target, finds the kill onto Lemon as well as Default, as Riza gets Peter into his tracks. Moon has to flicker out. That's a way too much damage coming in from the carry. Heavenly Blessing is out, and Tomo Weevil are finally looking much stronger and much better as compared to the first game.
Yeah, with the Appraisal are still informed. the Brazilian can secure another kill if one of the SDS people just came out to secure anything outside their map line.
It's kind of interesting to see an underdog team be so good against one of the top teams of India, and that is actually very refreshing for the eyes. And if they can get the 1-1 score settled here, I feel that they will be performing much better into the third game because it's going to boost their confidence a lot. And here, Lemon is constantly having to use up that immunity dash just because of Cyclops' ultimate, and that actually gives Unseen and Riza the opportunity to jump on him just like that. Yep, that's what we're talking about. The flicker and the tech charge comes in onto the back line. Mega kill for Cloverion, as well as she and Riza right there. He's locking down the base. The minions are there. He needs to just get a few hits, and he is going to get it. Tome of Evil settle the score for a 1-1.
What an unexpected win coming from Tome of Evil, defeating the best teams of India coming these seasons, and with the Grok with the MVP. Like, that was a very good pick. Like the carry completing the Trinity build as soon as possible ahead of the Wink. Like the Wink was, good, but still he was struggling a lot.
That's what he was struggling because it's a carry goal lane, and against a carry goal lane, you need a marksman no matter what. Like, if you do not have full frontline based comp like a frontline tank, EXP, jungle, everything, it would not work against a carry because you need constant crowd control to stop that lady in the black. But we'll have to see if that same kind of draft works around for Tome of Evil onto the second game. And in terms of damage and push as well, of course, Tome of Evil is the one leading. But with that, this will be game number 2, 1-1, and we'll have the tiebreaker after a short break.
Welcome back again, and this is the final game for the quarterfinals of this Siang Championship. Tome of Evil and SDS. Like the previous game, the Tome of Evil dominated the SDS, and this is a 1-on-1, and this.
And yep, it is a 1-1 indeed. And guess what? We will be seeing a very good tiebreaker right here because Hilda and Eve are the bans right now. Team Tome of Evil seems to have cracked that code to getting that victory, banning out
the clouds
on
are ever shifting. But
your
this heart
leaders,
remains
Eve,
steadfast.
maybe the Jushin next and the Hayabusa for Lemon, so that they do not get their comfort picks. And without a comfort pick, SDS seems to be struggling a little bit into game number 2. Can they turn things around this time and bring back the domination they had in their first game, or will Tome of Evil still reign supreme into this game? Because this time around they are letting the Hayabusa go and banning out on the Grok instead. I knew it. Who is Peter? He's like, dude, I don't want to do this anymore. Please just give me my Jushin and let me play in peace. I think that's what's going on.
Yeah, the SDS picks, they're trying to just take their comfort picks this time because they didn't want to, they just didn't want to, risk another loss against the Tome of Evil. Like, they need to secure this win in order to keep the title of the best teams of India.
I've been waiting for too long.
Hey, look at that. It's an instant lock for the carry as well as the Lunox. Both the picks are pretty solid. Like, the Lunox does counter the Jushin because it forces her to use up the ultimate defensively every single time before a team fight. But we will have to see how Team SDS responds. They could lock in on a Clint or a Granger, which works wonders against carries still. Even the Claude is still wide open. They could take a healer-based comp for themselves. And yeah, I think they are moving in for something like that. They locked in on the Leomord and the Claude, and while the side of Tome of Evil might lock in on the Lapu once again. That would still leave the Esmeralda, but the Esmeralda isn't the best of choices against a Carry and a Luma. So I feel they will have to lock in on something like possibly the Yuzhong onto the EXP that's open, the Arlot, even that is open. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I think Yuzhong is a pretty solid pick for this match. Like a carry is there, and the Lunox is just a huge problem for any of the EX laners except the damage dealers ones, Like for the front line, it's gonna be hard struggling for the EXP.
Exactly. Yeah, the Yuzhong is just one of those good picks who can turn a team fight around so well. Like if you get the Petrify onto 2 or 3 targets at the right time, it just works wonders. And yep, SDS seems to have cracked the code as well. They will be banning out on the Fredrin this time around. They are like, Sar wants to play all the tanky jungles, we'll just remove the best tanky jungle right now, and that's exactly what they do. And this time around, Sar will be left with the Akai once again, but Akai against Fredrin and Claude, not the best of choices. Maybe the Borg, but even Borg is a very bad choice against Claude and Jushin. So they go in for the Minotaur, but Minotaur again against the Jushin. That hero struggles a lot against Jushin in the mid lane.
Yeah, but still, Baxia is left. Baxia could be a good pick against. If they pick an Alice, is the Baxia is gonna be a good pick. Yeah, but with the Hylos and the Zuzian, this gonna be this gonna be a very good game. This last game. Like look at this picks. A Hylos, like there will be two horses in this game.
2 horses indeed. And that Jushin Hylos combo along with the Leomord ultimate at the right timing, like if those 3 skills just land together, Glorious Pathway, Leomord's ultimate as well as the Jushin Crimson Beacon, it's just going to be a complete massacre into the team fights. But I literally told you about the X-Borg jungle not working that well because the Firaga armor cannot sustain so much of damage. But hey, who are we to say anything? They just gonna pick it up anyway.
Yeah, we can't just. But like the Claude is there. Like I think, yeah, you're pretty correct with the X-Borg pick. Like it's gonna be a hard game for the X-Borg. But still, who knows? They did come back last game, so let's head in and see what they do this time.
Yup, full support to Tome of Evil right now. Like, if you want to take down a top team, please do it the best you can. And with that, we are here into the land of Dawn. Welcome to the final tiebreaker for this best of 3 between Shadow Esports and Tome of Evil. Shadow Esports won a dominating game into game number 1, but Tome of Evil took down their cards and got themselves a victory too with a 1-1, and this is the final tiebreaker where we decide the winner who will be progressing towards the semi-finals.
Yeah, so like the first game that was very good. Like there was a pretty one-sided for the team Shadow Esports, but the second game they come back up. But we should have fight they're coming up. Try to secure the kill. And there's a first blood coming from Zul'jin Peter securing the kill on the first blood on Minotaur. Like, Minotaur is a thing, but still, it's very squishy on the early game.
That's what, like, you are playing a support emblem Minotaur against a Jushin and a Hylos. Like, that's, like, you know what? That's like literally giving away free food to Jushin and Mino because you can't sustain. She's going to knock you up every single time. The Hylos with the slowdowns, and there we go. Sar, he's actually farming up pretty well, but his entire jungle has been chunked down. Peter needs to flicker out. Okay, save flicker. Very late flicker, but if it works, I guess.
Yeah, he survived, but still, there's a huge win for Peter. Like SDS, they secured the jungle. Like they've taken the first kill. Then Minotaur. Like look at that, all that compositions. They're just zoning out. They're just trying to get as much as may have control over this game.
Truly. And right now the first turtle will be coming up, and I feel like Sar will be a little late to that fight because he doesn't have the level 4 yet. Lemon, he might take his buff first, but he might actually go in for the invade onto the blue, but nope, that's going to be an instant Firaga armor burst. Knocks back Sar. Will he find the kill? He does. The revitalize is enough to save his life right there, coming in from high loss, but he doesn't have the retribution, so they will have to rush the turtle. So Sar cannot come back and actually get the retribution advantage this time around.
Yeah, this is gonna be a free turtle for the team SDS again. Like the Zhong zoning out the Lapu. Like the Lemon has already secured the turtle, and now he's looking to get into the red. Or yeah, I think they're trying to secure the red for the team. And if they get ahead of the red now, like Star is going to struggle a lot more with the pick. Like the Xborg, like from the draft phase, he was already struggling. Like, but still, it's gonna be another struggle if they didn't secure as much as jungle as possible.
That's what. And right now Yuzhong is trying to look for a pretty early rotation towards the mid lane, but Peter, being the Jushin user he is definitely trying to look for that mid freeze. You know what, there's a saying, we saw Hijume do it today in M7, freeze the lane for as long as you possibly can, but no, Clavarian, the outplay. Wow, Wink seems to be struggling a little bit against the carry, but we'll have to see how that one favors them into the late game, because if the carry gets fed, it is very risky for the side of, you know what, SDS as well. But we'll see how that one works out.
Yeah, the carry from the previous game, that was hell of a monster. Like the SDS, they did not have a chance, you know. But, you know, we can't say otherwise, because this game, like, the carry was the only one who can come back against these picks. Or else the others are pretty much one-sided. Now, Lemon trying to secure the kill, but he takes back, he gets down, and he's able to secure the kill on the Minotaur. Now they're just trying to secure as much gold as possible. And the carry is being zoned out. Like, he's not gonna be able to save this tower again.
That's what, he can't just fight 3 people all by himself, even if he has 2 kills. He needs his tank and his mage to rotate towards his lane to get him the advantage. Like, if your gold laner is winning his lane, help him out, secure the turret. Me as a gold laner, I have faced this hundreds of times, I'll tell you, but since we are in the match right now and we need to describe the fight, Lemon will be securing a kill onto Sar, and SDS seems to be getting those recall taunts this time, because they are like, you may have won game number 2, but we are not giving you game 3.
Yeah, it's like they're just taunting them now. Like, we gave you one chance to come back, now you're acting cocky, but this time, no more, we are not risking anymore. Like, they're just challenging on front, with the Lemon just taking another objective freely. Sar, he's just zoned out. He can't even take his buff properly now. Look at that Yuzhong damage.
Yep, Yuzhong being the damage dealer, he is Petrify as well as killing spree for Lemon, but bot side though, Wink will be the one getting taken down. 0-3-0, not the best of KDAs, as Clovarian is on a 3-0 now, with the help of a tank and mage finally, thank you. But we'll see if he can keep up with the pressure that the Jushin and Hylos will be creating on him when a major team fight breaks out, I think.
Yeah, like, I think for the team Tomo Weevil, their goal is leading, but for the team SDS, like, all of them are leading, but only the goal is falling down. But I think they really need to help the goal, but still they're not focusing on it. Like, they're just focusing on Lemon to level up the game and just, you know, making the point. Like, trying to get him as much skill as possible, and just trying to secure the big lines. With the Yuzhong, it's gonna be pretty easy to secure the big lines.
Yeah, that's the whole point. They're like, Claude, early game you're losing, it's fine, but Minon Fury onto 3 people though, that's a good engage coming in from Tomo Evil, but Yuzhong, of course, backline being chunked down left and right. Lemon also makes it out alive. There's just not enough burst coming in, solely because that carry got caught in the Petrify onto just because of that Yuzhong pick onto the backline. Minotaur, he had a perfect engage onto nearly 4 people, but Sar went down and then Minotaur went down, and then the Yuzhong just got free access to Lunox and carry onto the backside.
Yeah, but we can't still say that the carry might not come in. But look at the carry. He's 3-0 now. Like that's huge token for them to come back. Like the carry is trump card for the team totem, Tome of Evil, in order to come back. And another secure objectives from the Lemon. And now they're trying to fight as much.
Fight indeed. And as we can see, Lapu Lapu will be taken down quite low. He needs to back off, and that's exactly what Tome of Evil does. It's like, despite their gold laner having that kind of a lead, they simply, simply can't stand in the fight long enough for that carry to actually deal the damage. And that happens so many times when you do not have proper frontline. Lapu and Minotaur, tanky as they are not considered frontline when there's a Jushin in front of you. That's just the sad reality of how the meta is right now.
Yeah, with the high lows, from his first skill, like the tanky versions, the tanky skills are useless against the high lows first skill. Okay, Peter with the Sky Piercer.
Sky Piercer. But isn't it so late though? 8-minute mark Sky
Piercer. Yeah, 8-minute mark. He's getting Sky Piercer. I think like Peter is just saying, Lemon, you secure the kill first, and I'll deal with the later. Like I think.
I don't want to give you the MVP. I think that's the goal here. It's just a mechanic to steal away the MVP.
Yeah.
Well, not much really happening right now. That's the whole issue, because they did take, they do not have the Lord with them, I think, and that's why they couldn't find the inhibitors. But they did take down the Heavenly Shield at exactly like 8 minutes, which is a big advantage, because you've got 4 minutes until the 12-minute mark just with your first Lord to take down the inhibitors. And these days, the Lord themselves do that enhanced basic with the first hit onto the turret, and it literally chunks down 60% of your turret HP. So you need to be careful with how you are letting Team SDES here get access to your inhibitors, or can you freeze the lane long enough? Yep, they are doing it. Good, I like this. They kept the minion just to freeze the minions, so it cannot reach the inhibitors along with the Lord.
But still, it's looking so bad for Team Tome of Evil. Once the SDS secure the Lord, like they're just trying to go in, trying to end the game. Like they don't want to give another chance to the Tome of Evil. Like even if they give the chance to Tome of Evil, Carry can come back. Carry can just melt them down. But still, they're not trying to look for them. Look, the Yuzhong just trying to taunt them, trying to get their hopes down, trying to slow their confidence. And now, once the fight started, he can just jump in with the dragon form and just take down the current backline,
That's the whole aim, I guess, because right now the Lord will be charging down the bottom lane. But as this game around, they have synced their minions perfectly on all 3 lanes, and they should not be facing any unnecessary issues in taking down the turrets, unless of course they make a mistake or Minotaur gets an amazingly good ultimate. Even that seems risky. Lapu here with a quick early engage gets the stun onto Peter, but is getting marked out, and Wink actually secures the shutdown onto Carry finally. Peter gets the kill onto Riza. They have got the Petrify on Sar. Minotaur gets the knockup onto 2, now 3, but it's not going to be enough, as he will fall. She is the only one left into this map against 5 members. He manages to... What? He manages to take down 3 people by himself. Wow.
Yeah.
Just wow.
That's a good end. Yeah, like look at them, the SDS before securing the base, they are just going in like, you have no more chance, we are securing this win, you have no more chance, so we're just gonna give you the kill and secure this kill in peace. Wow, so good, SDS. Okay, we have our winner now, the Shadow Esports.
Yep, Shadow Esports will be one of the first semi-finalists for us, and congratulations to them for winning 2 games, the first and the third. And I feel like whatever lineup they tried in the second game, I think they should do it in scrims a little bit instead of in an actual tournament. But a good try to Tome of Evil as well, because I felt they had the drops, they had a little bit of the hero issue onto the jungle because of that export pick, but other than that, their drafts were actually pretty solid, and they can grind and come back stronger into the next time. So we'll wish them the best of luck for their future endeavors, and congratulations to SDES once more, the only team in India to have won 2 tournaments already in 2026, and they are looking very strong right now for all the upcoming ones as well. So congratulations to them for the 3rd time, and we will be taking our leave.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Siang Championship presented by Siang Esports in collaboration with Roots Official and managing partner Shinji Saito. And I am your co-caster Numi, and joining me will be Telestia. And the teams that will be going against each other in this BO3 series is going to be Megatron Esports on the blue side and Team Zohan on towards the red side. Now, as you can see, the ban has already started. And Telestia, what do you think about the ban so far? Okay.
So far, the bans are looking here, sir.
My tail's been itching for a real fight.
Your team is picking.
Okay, I think Delicia is facing some internet connection, so let me take over while she comes back. From the side of Megatron Esports, they have banned out the strongest goal laner at the moment, that is the Claude and the Gary. Pretty good choice, because Claude has that potential to dish out the tanky hero, so does Gary. So I think it's a really smart move by Megatron Esports. But from the side of Sohand, they banned out those tanky heroes, which is going to be the Galea and the Sora. Sora being a really good hero in this current meta. I mean, as you all saw in M7, even Innocent pulled out that insane 1v5 with that Sora. So first pick already being picked up by Megatron Esports, YSS being prioritized, and from the side of Zohan, Dusty Mizo on the Yuzong, and Divine Intervention on the Eve. Pretty good first picks so far. So Telestia, are you still here with me?
Butterflies born by thy
Your
wish,
team is picking.
guided by lantern's light.
Okay, seems like she's not here, so I'll be taking over for quite a while now. From the side of Megatron Esports, Godfather Henny picking out that Mage Zushin. We even saw how Zushin has been dominating so far. It's a really good hero, especially against YZ. As long as YZ Yuzhong doesn't catch off Zushin off guard, then it's all good. I mean, Megatron, they can take over the match completely. And now Sum taking that Esmeralda as the EXP laner. Pretty strong heroes so far from the side of Megatron, but from the side of Zohan, they also have a pretty good composition. Moscow, Eve, Dusty Mizo on the YZ. I'd say the first pick phase has been going pretty good for both the sides. Pretty on meta picks, and second draft phase.
Sir.
Minotaur getting banned out from the side of Zohan, and Fanny getting banned out from the side of Megatron. I think STP. Oh wait, it's going to be Zohan. I'm so sorry, Zohan. I think they do have a Fanny player, and it will be kind of annoying if for Megatron if somehow. If there is a Fanny player on the side of Zohan, it is going to be quite annoying, especially for that Zushin. But they left out the Hilda open, so I'm expensive. You gotta watch out for that Hilda's invade. So if Telestia is here, can you... Okay, I think Telestia is still like... But from the side of Megatron, they will be picking out the Gatot and Zenny on... excuse me? Hello? Tom was going on towards the goal lane. It's kind of surprising. But, I mean, it could be a switcheroo, you know? Like Esmeralda could go on towards the goal lane and Thomas to the EXP. But that was a really, really surprising pick. For me, at least. I haven't been on to the meta quite, but who knows. But I have seen Esmeralda going towards the goal lane, but Thomas, not quite sure. And Blade going with that Lancelot. Oh yes, I was correct. Esmeralda going on towards the goal lane. I was quite shocked when I saw Zenny pick up that Thomas on towards the goal lane. And I was kind of second guessing myself. Maybe they're pulling off something, but it turns out they're not. But here we see both the drafts pretty strong, pretty on meta. The side of Zohan, they have that Eve and Hilda, pretty good combo, I'd say. And from the side of Megatron Esports, they have that YSS Zhu Xin. I mean, all the picks are pretty good. So I won't really be judging that well, judging both the teams, and they have really strong picks, pretty, early game heroes and late game heroes, late game for Prime on that Moscow. But we are on the land of Dawn, and we will be seeing these two teams competing on towards the semi-finals BO3, and this is the first match. I am Yukasar Numi, and Celestia was supposed to join me, but I think she's having some internet issues, so she won't be joining us quite yet, but maybe she will. But both the teams prioritizing the first purple buff, and Zenny Zenny on towards that. Okay, Zenny is going towards the EXP. Wait, am I being confused? I'm so sorry, guys. Casting alone is quite nerve-wracking, but onto us at Lethal we can see a lot of poking going on from Godfather Henny. Divine Intervention almost getting knocked up, but will be able to escape. Pretty fast clearing with Super M and Godfather Henny. YSS we can see YSS was doing a rotation on towards that EXP buff, and I think Zenny will be going with that lane stop. On towards the top side, we can see that Thomas was trying to give vision, but no one to actually follow up. Blade is already level 4. I'm Expensive is still on level 3, going towards his red buff, and he is level 4 yet. Godfather Henny got quite low, but he will be able to escape. Stun coming in from I'm Expensive, but Blade will also be able to escape Super Imp, using his AOG to make him and Godfather Henny survive. I'm Expensive survive. The turtle will be up in about 2 seconds now. Hilda already in position. Elu already in position. Super M trying to zone out Elu, and Divine Intervention giving slow. Zenny used up her ultimate. YZ also with that dragon trying to mark out I'm Expensive and Godfather Henny. Nef, tell us if you're here, can you? Okay, I think she's still facing issues, and the turtle will be in for the side of Team Megatron, and ultimate being used to give vision. Invade coming in from I'm Expensive and Ilium. RWM. Ilu being stunned out, but I think he will be able to escape. Maybe Godfather Henny. Knock up coming in from him. First blood goes to Godfather Henny. Blade taking the kill on Super M, and Godfather Henny will be using his ultimate to escape. The Blade coming in from Prime could not just mark Godfather Henny. Okay, Invade coming in from I'm Expensive. Retribution use, slowing Blade a bit down on that farm. First item already towards Prime, which is going to be the corrosion site. He's just getting the normal boosts, and I think he will become now some in a bad position. Vengeance being used, Elu and Prime. Okay, now some will be taken down because it was 2v1 and he was quite low. AOG being used by Super Imp. Godfather Henny following from side, but too late to give that follow-up. And Elu will be recalling for now. Ultimate being used by Godfather Henny. I'm Expensive. I'm so sorry for getting confused. And YZ using his dragon, Dusty Mizo in a bad position, will almost be taken down, but he will be able to escape maybe. But will Zenny be going in? No, he is playing safe. Elu trying to save his teammate. But a fast rotation coming in from Zushen. Knock up, and hello, tell us, are you here now?
Yeah. It was kind of some like issues, so it's right now. It's better.
Okay. Okay, Invade coming in. Ultimate being used by Zenny. And the purple buff is in a bad position for Blade. And Super M taking that purple, slowing down Blade quite on that farm. And the second turret will be on towards I'm Expensive this time around as well. So tell us. I mean, you've seen the AOG getting used by Super Imp. Godfather Henny using his ultimate, going in, knocking up and taking down Prime. You look quite low on this rotation, but on towards the red buff, you can see Zenny. Flicker getting used, and Blade will be down. What do you think so far, Tellus? I mean, Megatron Esports, they're doing quite really good with that turtle engages and that invade as well. What do you think so far?
That's definitely true. Like right now, they are doing well and they're quite in lead. Look at that. Just knowing the frontliners with the lantern flare, I mean, it's kind of giving a hard time for the frontliners to rotate well. As well, they are like trying to provide the vision, but there's a situation with the lantern flare, as well as the Gatagotcha by her side, always providing a good set of visions over there. I mean, they're doing quite well for till now, but still, it's just the early game, so we cannot say when the game will be changing.
That is true. They do have Prime for that late game, and Elo trying to give vision, but knockup coming in from Godfather Henny. It looks like all the teammates, all these teams are in their position, trying their best not to let Lancelot get invaded again, because he is getting invaded again and again. Blade is bad. Blade is on level 7, and I'm expensive is already on level 10. That is only 6 minutes into the game. That too.
And just look into the top lane. The Thomas is just focusing on to take down the turret as well, cleared up the minutes. But with this, we can see the third neutral objective spawning soon into the river area. So let's say whether the team Zohan, they will be able to take this objective or not. But look at the taunts and back from the YZ over there as well. The Juicing with the lantern flare poking over onto the Hilda, and continues the damage coming from the Esmeralda, from the Jenny, and the team Super Megatron. They will be starting with the turtle over there. I guess this time also Zohan won't be getting this turtle, but look at the Tom was over there onto the top lane doing a lot of damage and sustaining out the damage from the Moscow, and the Lancer. Oopsie, the Lancer has been taken down. That was quite a reckless move over there. And also the RWM has been spawned as well. The Crimson Bacon from the Juicing, the Hilda trying to take down the Juicing, but the Flicker has been popped in by the Juicing as well. The backup coming up, the Dragon Form from the Justin Meter as well. The Gatagotcha landing onto the AOG. The Juicing has been taken down as well. The Elo getting shut down as well. The Yip taking down the Tom. Was like most of the trades went to the both of the side, but still the objective is onto the hands of the team Megatron.
That is true. Megatron is getting those kills as well as the objectives, while as the first tier turrets all of the first tier turrets from the side of Megatron is standing still, and the first tier turret from the side of Team Zohan, it's all been down, and they are moving on towards the second tier turrets. And Zenny using his ultimate on towards the bot side, Blade with the first lane clearing with his shing shing shing. And on towards the top side, I think, Prime is just too scared to go down, like go and clear the lane just in case someone is camping there for him. And YS is using his ultimate. There might be something happening on towards the purple buff getting invaded.
The purple buff was there as well. The Mountain Shaker hasn't popped in, but no any kills. They were trying to take some team fights, but still both of the sides are being careful. But look at the Dusty Meter just doing a lot of damage from the YZ as well. His passive working out well from the Gatagotcha, and due to that the Gatagotcha needs to recall back to his base, but no, he's not recalling. He's just providing the vision for his teammate. Still, he's low onto the HP. He needs to be a little bit careful.
Is that issue? And Prime trying to save that second tier turret, but unfortunately not able to. Zenny using his ultimate. Prime getting caught. RWM getting popped up. Godfather Henny. That was a pretty bad move by Zenny going in alone against 4v1, and Godfather Henny was just not able to support. And the Lord will be up, and Zenny is still down. Ilu getting knocked up by that. By the Zushin. I think he's in a bad position, but will he be able to escape? And he's pretty low, and I don't think he'll be able to escape. Flicker getting used by Hilda. AOG also getting popped up.
That was quite a reckless move. I mean, providing a vision for the team is really well, but still, he needs to be careful, whether his teammates are near or not. And with that, Joshin continues spokes, the lantern flare, annoying the Hilda to, just go in with her mobility as well. The AOG dropping in onto the perfect timing, and the Hilda was taken down. Due to that, the first lot will be going onto the side of the team Megatron because their frontline is not. They won't be able to come at the right time if the Yuzong types in, but still you need to be careful. And yes, the first lot is on the side of the team Megatron. With this, the Megatron, they're just securing the objectives all to their hands as well as trades, and they're very in lead into the goal differential, and they're doing quite well now the tier threats, which will be helping and giving them advantage with this lot.
Yes, that is true. And Wysis has those, the basic items that he needs: Hunter Strike, Endless Battle, as well as the Malefic Roar going on. Super M going in with, but he's quite low. Maybe he will AOG to escape from that deadly space. I mean, he was almost there, but his AOG saved him. Recalling, Lord will be marching down from the top side.
Yes, and it's the first lot. It won't be that much hard, but still, their blessings can be taken down as well. The team Megatron, they will be taking down the second tier turret of the middle lane also, which is really important for the side of the team Zohan. And looks the Lord is diving in, the blessings are down as well. The Jushin continuous pokes coming from the lantern flare. The Moslem is doing a great damage, but still the first lot was defended out well by the team Zohan, but they had lost their second tier turret also from the middle lane.
Yes, the holy blessings have all been down from the inhibitor turrets, the base turrets, and Thomas is pretty low in HP, but I think he will be getting that healing from the buffs, from the creeps. You can see Doppel giving a good vision, but Divine Intervention, I think he knows that someone is up there camping. Blade going in with his dash to clear out those lanes faster. And also, see, the thing is, Zushi with that Sky Piercer is going to be pretty deadly, but I think there is AOG being used up.
The AOG onto the point, and the Jushin with the the lanterns are over the Hilda getting shut down as well. The Crimson Bacon popping in, and the Yuzong into the Black Dragon form, using his ultimate to escape from the situation. And we can see the Elu was taken down, their main, the front line as well. The SOD has been popped in by the Moscow, but the team Zohan, they need to be careful around their position into the team fights as well. The team Megatron, they are showing a complete domination. All the tier turrets has fallen down. Only the inhabitants are standing, and that's also the only two of the inhabitants. The top lane inhabited also has been taken down. And oh my god, look at that arch of them popping in. The Dusty Miso getting a kill onto the Super Iron, and the Lance of the Shrinking for them not able to survive. The Vices will be getting a kill onto the Lance, but the moment the Sticker has been popped in. The killing spree by the Jushin onto the Vice as well. The Zenny has been taken down. 2/2 trades coming in, but still they lose out their inhibited as well. The second lot will be spawning soon. So both of the sides, the players are down. So it can be like a contest for both of the sides, but still it depends on the retribution timing and the team fights.
Yes, that is true. And the Sky Piercer came in clutch to take down Dusty Mizo. Sky Piercer on 30 stacks from Zushin, and Iluk providing vision just in case Megatron Esports starts the Lord, but they know that they are not supposed to start the Lord because Zenny is also down, and he will be back onto the Land of Dawn. Blade also being there, clearing up the mid lane as fast as he can. The Lord getting started up from the side of Megatron first. Ultimate getting used by I'm Expensive to provide that early vision to see where the enemies are hiding and camping, and will engage.
Definitely, the Lord Tans, both of the sides are just trying to bait out the Lord. I mean, they're just trying to just do it, let's start with this Lord and just wait and just gank on each other. But still, both of the sides are very careful onto this Lord because anything can happen. One mistake can wipe them out. Look at the damage, the sustain coming from the side of the team Megatron. Oops, the Elu is low onto the edge with the AOG landing on, and the Mega Kill coming from the Jushin onto the Elu. And we can see the Dusty Mizo using the Dragon Form, but no, the damage coming from the Jushin as well. The Thomas, he needs to get back, and he is surviving at so low HP. And look onto the Moscow, he's just trying to split push and trying to take down the turret over the bottom lane.
I mean, for the side of Zohan, that's only the option that's left for them. Split push and somehow distract the enemies into those team fights. And I think Blade coming in, and the low will be on the side of Team Megatron. Both the retributions getting messed up, but Godfather is there for that clutch steal, and Blade will be taken down in the process. He was in too deep all alone. He did try his best to steal the Lord, but he was unfortunately not successful. Dusty Mizo with that anti-cure us to just not take damage from I'm expensive, because his damage is quite more, and ultimate getting used by the YSS. The inhibitors, the base star will be taken down from the mid lane, and there is a fight going on.
There are developments onto the player. The monster kill coming from the Jushin onto the hill that the user trying to zone or trying to do damage and trying to mark onto the backline, but still he needs to be careful. He doesn't have that amount of damage, and you can see the Jushin will be getting the double kill, the AOG landing on a lot of damage coming from the YSS, and also the triple kill onto the Lancelot. And with this, the first match will be ending out, and the first win goes to the side of the Team Megatron.
The first match of the best of 3 series between Team Zohan and Megatron Esports will be going on towards Megatron. Congratulations for the first match. This is a BO3, so it is still 1-0. And I think it was a really good match from both the teams. I mean, the side of Team Zohan, they did try their best to make a comeback, but I think Blade was just going in too deep and all alone. And the damage, if you look at it, Blaze has 13 damage, which is quite surprising, and teamfight participation only being 43%. Whereas the side of Megatron Esports, hero damage from the YSS, the jungler, is 26%. Teamfight participation really good, even more than the Gato. Teamfight participation being 82% and Gato's being 47%, which is I'd say quite surprising. So, I mean, what do you think? Do you think this was a one-sided game, or do you think it was like pretty equal?
It felt like, kind of a little one-sided, because the total domination was from the Megatron side. They were taking the objectives compared to the Team Zohan. They were not able to secure any objectives for themselves. As well, the tier turrets were getting down one by one, which is like a priority for themselves, because the more your turrets will be falling down, the more map control will be going to your opponent hands, and that's really important, but they were not able to do that. As well, the team fight participation, all the initiations were quite good and fine, but the fact was, when the frontliner was starting fight, the damage there was quite little far, so they need to stick together to bring out a better the synergy, the rotation as the team fights.
That is true. I mean, Team Zohan, they do gotta work on that team fight participation, because right now it's quite not good, but I think they can still work it out. And we will be taking a short break for a few minutes, and we will be back with match number 2, with game number 2 between Zohan and Megatron Esports.
Banning.
Hello everyone, welcome back again. We did say that we will be going for a short break, but that was just for a few seconds. And welcome to Siang Championship, presented by Siang Esports in collaboration with Roots Official and managing partner Shinji Saito. And I will be your caster, Numi, and joining me will be Telestia. Welcome. Celestia.
Thank you, Numi. And it's gonna be the second match of the BO3 series between the Team Zohan and the Megatron City Miraki. And already the Team Megatron, they have the 1 point onto their hands. And if they, show the complete domination again and win this match, they will be going to the semifinals. So let's see what's gonna happen, whether we're gonna see the comeback from the Zohans or not.
That is true. And Sora getting picked up from the side of Zohan, Dusty Mizo getting prioritizing that Sora, Zushin getting banned out, which was picked. Zushin and Gato getting picked from their last match. I think they two were a pretty bad combo for them to face again, so they just banned out. We see the same band coming from the side of Megatron, the Claude as well as the Carrie. I think they might have some beef with these two marksmen. But Megatron with their first picks, YZ and I'm Expensive on towards the YSS again. Now, we do see a second pick coming in from the side of Zohan. So what do you think are your predictions so far? What do you think they're going to pick? I mean, Esmeralda is still open.
Esma is still open, but I guess they're going with the marksman onto the goal lane. And oops, we are seeing a Leomod onto the jungle.
Team is picking.
That's interesting.
Oh, I do see a Kyrie moment. I wish to see a Kyrie moment coming up from Blade because Leomord is really good on towards this new meta. Though it seems kind of weird, but I think Leomord is actually a really good hero for the jungling lane, and Super Im using that Kalea to pick off Moscow or maybe Leomord, because Leomord does have that insane damage with just even his ult. So I think Kalea is really a good pick from second draft ban phase. Kadita getting banned from the side of Megatron Esports, and from the side of Team Zohan, they might be wanting to ban either the marksman or maybe the mage. Mage being YV. Yes, Eve is still open, and they will be banning out the Eve. Now, Godfather Henny and now Zoom, they both have to pick up their heroes. I mean, so many heroes are still open. Granger, Farsa getting picked up by Godfather Henny. And Ilu and Divine Intervention, what do you think are their picks? Like, so many heroes are still open.
Yeah, so many heroes are... They're going with a Grog. I mean, a good pick. He has the sustain, he has the damage, and he'll be great, for the frontliner. But for the mage position, like which hero they'll be picking up? Ooh, we can see a SpongeBob. Okay, it's gonna be the Vixana. Hopefully, I'm happy. And
okay, go on.
And I guess they're going with the Phoebus. I mean, Numi, what do you think? The Phoebus will be onto the gold or onto the EXP?
I mean, if I have to say, I think gold is on towards the goal lane, because against Moscow, Phoebus is a really good one, because Moscow will have that in like those blinks coming in again and again, and the Phoebus will keep on triggering. The Phoebus ult will kept on being triggered, and with that we do have both the drafts looking pretty solid. And I'm not going to take any sides because again, both of these teams, they have a really good heroes, a really good draft on towards the meta, and we will be moving on towards the Land of Dawn. So which team do you think has a stronger draft right now?
Right now, both of the team have a quite good draft onto themselves, and I mean, it's gonna be the execution coming from both of the side, because draft is 60% but still 40% onto your execution. How you gonna utilize the heroes which you have picked, for the match and for the team fights? How you'll be utilizing their ultimates, their skills, their mechanisms. So it's gonna depend onto your own team fight on your own style.
Is a really early rotation coming in from Godfather Henny and Super Imp. I'm Expensive trying to invade on towards the small creep, but I don't think he will be contesting for it. Rather, he might be contesting for the Lito, but he is trying to poke out for that buff. Lito will be going on towards the side of Megatron Esports. Oh, okay, I thought Phoebus would be going on towards that goal, but I think he is going for that EXP lane, Dusty Mizo and Zenny. Dusty Mizo getting really low on HP.
So the Yuzong will be onto the golden. Quite interesting. Even I thought that the Yuzong will be onto the EXP, but now he's onto the gold lane. And the way the rotations are coming out, the maze rotating towards the gold lane to just help out the Yuzong to not let that Moscow get an early farm. As well, the Leomad is onto the bottom lane, so there might be a little bit of skirmish onto the river area. The way the Blade is positioning himself, as well as Super I am coming for his team, providing a vision into the river area, and the first neutral objective will be spawning soon. So let's see who's gonna win out this team fight and who's gonna get the first objective, and which is really important for the team. But look on onto the top lane, the user is just trying to cut the lanes for the Moscow.
Yes, also ultimate being used by I'm Expensive to provide that vision, and YZ we will be seeing an early rotation. Oh, Super M quite low, he might get taken down. Flicker being baited out, and Feathered Airstrike also being used, taking Blade down. Godfather Henny in a bad position. Flicker being used out again. And the first turtle will be up onto the right side of Megatron Esports. But while that was happening, Vexana taking the Godfather Henny, and I'm Expensive taking the revenge on Divine Intervention, taking him down. I think this was I wouldn't say this was a good trade for Team Zohan. They did take out one enemy, but it costed them one turtle and two people.
Definitely, the trade was quite well. But look onto the damage coming from the Sora, doing a lot of damage onto the 4 waves. But meanwhile, onto the middle lane, Vixena has been taken down. The Grok with his ultimate, the Partial has been taken down by the Blade as well. The backup coming from the top, then the Yuzong will be there as well as Super. I'm diving and right. The trades are going well for the both of the sides right now.
Yes, the trades are going pretty well. Ultimate being used from I'm Expensive, trying to zone out Leomard. This was the scene in the last match as well. I'm Expensive just invading alone to the Blade to slow his farm down, and again it's the same scene again, using his retribution to take even the small creeps. Now some already completing his first item Hunter Strike, and we do see a little bit of people gathering towards the top lane. I'm Expensive in position. Super M also there now. Sum and Godfather Henny trying to bait them out. But I don't think Zohan will be taking that bait anytime soon. Ilu providing a good vision. Farsa coming in with the bird. Turtle will be up in about 12 seconds. And now some already looking forward to cutting the lane, and I am Expensive behind him just in case Prime decides to take the bait.
Definitely, but we can see a little bit skirmish onto the goal lane. The Mountain Shaker coming from
now some really low.
The Grok from the back, and that was quite a
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. He survives using his ultimate into so low HP. That was kind of a moment further, the Yuzong almost getting taken down. And onto the river area, we can see a little bit skirmish and the Tsunami Slam coming from the Kalea as well. The Vices will be taking the objective for himself as well. The Dusty Maze are getting shut down by the 4 waves. The Infinite Blizzard, the damage coming in. That was quite good as well. The objective onto the hands of the Team Megatron.
Objectives yes, that is true. They did manage to get the turtle as well as Dusty Mizo down. A bad trade coming in from the side of Zohan, but we do see a little bit of skirmish happening on towards the top side, but Super M escaping, Elo providing a good vision, and I think the first tier threat from the boss side will be taken down by the I'm Expensive and Zenny. On towards the mid side, we can see him in a really bad position, getting really zoned out by Vexana, and he will be recalling Spear of Destruction, being used to crashing on nobody.
I don't know for what reason the SOD was out, but look on to the bottom lane. The first tier turret has fallen down from the EXP right now. The Warriors is doing quite well with taking down the first tier turret. He will be participating onto the more gangs and team fights, and also the Sora needs to, the Dusty also needs to look onto his lane as well into the team fight, which will be kind of a hard right now because either you have to choose for the team fight or onto the lane. But also we can see the Vexana, the Eternal Guard already has been used in as well. A little bit of Storm is onto the goal lane. Anytime a team fight can be popping in, but the 4 people are out there onto the goal lane as well. The backups are coming from the team Zohan, but no, they are not taking any team fights, and I guess they're just waiting for the neutral objective to spawn in.
Yes, they're just waiting for the right time, because if Zohan, if they do engage in this one, they will be losing the third turtle as well, and that is not good for the side of Zohan. Zeni going in, engaging, ultimate being used by Ilu. Feathered airstrike on towards the Prime, but Prime will be able to escape, and I think the first tier turret from the side of top lane will also be down. Superman in a bad position.
The first tier turret of the golden has been taken. The Sora also ultimate has been baited out. That was well in the use of the feather airstrike. Because of that, they were able to take down the turret. But oh my goodness, look at the tsunami slam as well. The damage coming from the YSS, and we can see the blade has been taken down. So there won't be any turtle contestant coming from the side of the team Zohan, because the jungler is not there present in this moment. And the third objective also will be going onto the side of the team Megatron, and we can see the use on this providing a vision over there, just sitting around, and because of that, the Prime is not able to get that much gold, that much farm, which is really necessary for the gold winner.
Yes, that is true. And mark you people, this is going to be a best of 3 series. So if Zohan does not win this match, the win will be going on towards the side of Team Megatron, and Team Megatron getting 3-4-3 turtle on towards their side. And look at them, link up from Naosum. Like, it's a really good one, and because they will be providing vision as well. Ooh.
Oh my god, we can see that, the ultimate popping in, the Grok taking down the Clea as well. The Vexana will be taking down the Yuzong, and the Moskop taking down the Flopes. That was quite well, their overextension coming from the Megatron. Like, they do have the damage, but they should know that into the jungle area, they will be receiving more damage from the team Zohan, and they were quite a little, very, inside their jungle area.
Yeah, that is true. The invade from the side of Megatron, the aggressiveness from Megatron is really costing Team Zohan a lot. Oh, Godfather Henny. He was using his ultimate, but Elu decided, nope, not today. You're not going to clear lane so fast. Ultimate being used by I'm expensive to provide that vision. The Lord will be up in about 40 seconds, and Dusty Mizo trying to pick someone off guard. Prime is playing safe, he is just going for the lane push. He does not care if the team is fighting or no whatsoever. He does have his Spirit of Destruction to just join the fight immediately, but he is also looking for that side push, and the bot tier turret might be down, but Zeni will be there to look out for the turrets as well, and towards the mid side. A little bit poking going on towards Naosum. Oh, ultimate being used.
The feather airstrike, also the damage coming from the wire, as the main damage dealer, the Vexana has been taken down. Oh, we can see the Flop is diving with the Infinite, but also the Dusty Mizo as well. The Mount is taken coming from the wire says, but no, the Dusty Mizo will be surviving out. Just the Zening type in, that was quite really aggressive, but that was well, the Sora was really low onto the SP as well. The mid-lane turret has fallen down, is more, opening to the jungle area, and now we can see a lot of chance from the side of the team Megatron.
And I don't think Team Zohan will want to be, contesting for that turtle, because they are getting zoned out so bad from that, as from Zeni and Naosum, that they can't even go they can't even provide vision for Prime to maybe seal with his SOD. But Prime trying for the split push, but he will be recalling, and the first tier turret from the side of bot side will be almost be taking that on towards the top side.
The further airstrike damage as well. The Phobia is there into the front and looking off all the damage and sustaining out. Oops, the Infinite Pursuit, but no, the Leomut will be falling back as well. We can see the frontliner has been taken down and the Lord is marching from the top lane. So the holy blessings are there, but still it will be gone like in a quite seconds. So the team Zohan, they needs to make be careful into this team. But we can see the airstrike over there, just telling the team Zohan to go back into the base. So we will be able to just clear out the lanes very easily.
Yes, that is true, and Divine Intervention was quite low, but he will be able to escape. All the blessings from the mid-tier turret will be down. They still have... Oh, okay. I thought they still had the blessing from on towards the bot side, but ultimate being popped out.
But they strike the Mount Stick as well. The Infinite Blizzard is on. They're using time. But I know the Decimator will be taking on... Well, the Volvius has been taken down. Total damage coming from the Sora as well. The Vixana and the Blade will be securing the kill onto the Yuzong. 3 of the people are down. And the team Zohan, they were able to just defend out this first lot.
That issue, and even getting out that 3-0 trade, but they won't be able to push. Oh, Blade going in with his ultimate, but I don't think he will be engaging anytime soon. I mean, that was a really good engage coming from Prime, the SOD, as well as the ultimate coming in from Grok, stunning so many heroes. But among them, I'm expensive, and I think it was Super M. They both were able to escape. Godfather did get caught up in that SOD, feathered airstrike being used towards the mid lane bush.
That was quite well defended out by the team Zohan, but still that the holy blessings are gone, and the second lot will be spawning soon. And if the team Megatron get this lot, they will be able to take down the inhabitants, and which is not a really good call. So the team Zohan, I guess they also might contest for this lot, or maybe not.
I mean, if they have the same engage that they had in that last fight, then maybe they will be able to take down the Lord. But Zenny and Naosum, Zenny, Naosum and Supreme, they are doing a really good job trying to just zone out the enemies, not letting them get any closer to Lord. And the Lord will be up in about 10 seconds. And Prime does have a really good chance of doing a comeback here, because he does have that Trinity build on, as well as he's on 0 dead, so 104. I mean, that's a really good for a marksman in order to just dish out those damages. But I'm expensive, he's also in 0 dead, so I mean, who knows? The Lord is up. I'm expensive using his ultimate. Ooh, okay.
The Infinite Blizzard as well, the feather airstrike onto the point. We can see the Decimator has been taken down. The Elos is trying to provide the vision, trying to go in, but no, he should not go in. He will be getting punished out as well. The Lord has been taken down from the side of the team Megatron. The Yuzong diving in. The Elo is really bad into position as well. The flicker problem for the different purpose, but no, it's not the day for the Elo, and he has been just shut down by 4 of the members of the side of the team Megatron. And we can see the Prime trying to do the split push, but no, he needs to go back to his base because the Lord is marching in, and he needs to defend out because he is dealing a lot of damage, and he should be there into this team fight.
Is that issue? And oh, look at the feather airstrike being used, almost taking Blade down. Why is he in a bad position now soon? But will he be able to escape? I don't think he will be able to escape now soon, being taken down. But for that, Dusty Mizo was also been down. The base tier from the mid lane is already down. And the Lord is up, but I don't think Team Megatron would want to engage any further because Grok is already there and they have already exhausted all of their skills for that fight.
Definitely, that was a quite great move because if you go more deeper, there is a Moscow with the damage as well, to sustain out, to give the pokes. There is a Vixana, so it's just better to just go back. But still, with the second Lord, they were able to take down the Holy Blessings down as well. The one of the mid lane inhibited was done. That was quite well for the side of the team Megatron. And right now, the team Zohan, they're also doing quite well as well. The Moscow, he's doing great work. Just taking down the turrets during the split push as well, being present into the team fights with the use of that SOD as well. He's doing a quite well damage. And if the team, the fights as well, the time goes on to the late game, the Moscow is there, the goal in he will be getting more damage. So because of that, the team Zohan might be able to make the comeback. They should just wait for a right moment and just wait for the late game and should not do any further mistakes.
Yes, that is true. I mean, the side of Zohan, they just need to rely on a good engage coming from Elo so that Prime can just go in, and his build is already complete. You can see he's got that corrosion side, golden stuff, as well as the Demon Hunter sword to really dish out that damage towards that Naosuman, Zenny, and Super M. We can see that I'm Expensive also has his build almost completed. Rose Gold on the way. Godfather Henny has those main items, but we can see that they don't have the anti-heal. Oh, okay. On towards the purple.
Oh my goodness, there is a further airstrike that has been taken out. It has popped as well. And the damage coming in. Oh goodness, the sword also has been taken down. 4 of the members are down from the side of the team Zohan, and only the Grok is surviving out the tank, the front line. I don't know, like he'll be able to defend out, but no, the base is still like wide open and the Grok is not there. And with last hit onto the press crystal, the team Megatron will be winning out the BO3 series of tonight.
That is true. Team Megatron will be taking the victory in today's BO3 series. And Team Zohan, I mean, they gave a really good fight, but towards the late game, that engage from Elo was a bit quite of a mistake, which costed them the entire game. He does have that 89% of team fights, but that was just not enough. And Prime did his best trying to split push. As you can see, he has 100%. He has 100% turret damage. And from the side of Megatron Esports, they really have a good engage as well. Look at that Farsa with that 100% teamfight participation. I mean, this is what you want in a mid laner, you know, that aggressiveness, that really, you know, you need to be there in every single fight to mark towards that enemy. And turret damage 69% from my expensive hero damage. Godfather Henny has the highest, 39%. So I mean, like the matches was really good. Like they gave a really good fight, but that late game, I mean, the late game fight was just not it from Elo. What do you think? Tell us, Tia.
I mean, I was thinking, you know, the team Zohan, they will be able to make the comeback, because the way it was going to the late game, the Moscow was getting the damage and they were able to take down the turrets also. So I thought there might be a comeback coming in, but a minor mistake can change out the whole thing. And that I was talking about, a little bit of mistake and whole the team are down and only the frontline is there, so he was not able to defend out well, and the base was wide open. There were no inhibitors, and just only the one member, and 1v5 cannot be there, like they cannot win. And with that, just the way the Megatron, they also prioritize their objectives. The way they were taking the turtles, they were taking down the turrets one by one to get the advantage. More well, they will be taking down a lot, and they will be having advantage onto the team fights as well. The Yuzong just marking onto the backliners, the burst damage coming in from the Farsha, the timing from the Claire, it was all onto the points and the aggressiveness. All the team fights were like quite well from the side of the team Megatron.
Yes, that is true. That was a good fight coming in from both the teams, but unfortunately, Megatron will be taking that win for today's best of 3 series. The scores are 2-0, with Megatron taking the win. We will be signing off for now, and thank you for enjoying this stream, and we will be back tomorrow.